और मैं बोलने के साथ ही साथ तुम हाथ में दे दो, ये बात सिद्धि नहीं है.
So this is perfection of my mantra.
अच्छा.
Just by me speaking. And then Krishna admitted, yes, you have some potency. Yes, okay, you keep this flute. Madhumangala has the flute now. Krishna became very happy and pleased. The gopis will not be able to take this flute. Then at that time, so messenger from the gopis camp was passing by. They heard everything that took place between Madhumangala and Krishna. That Madhumangala now has the flute. She then informed the gopis, Lalita, Vishakha, this plan that you have of stealing the flute, chori, plan. Krishna doesn't have the flute today. Then I'm thinking, who has got the flute? This Bansi is now with Madhumangala. And gopis said, okay, very well. Madhumangala is very miserly. Miser. You have to, if you show him some sweets, he becomes very pleased and you can get what you want from him. One gopi said to Madhumangala, where are you going? I'm going for some work. Just sit here for 2 minutes, wait. The gopis said to Madhumangala, Madhumangala said, no, I don't have any time. I cannot wait. No, they persuaded him to sit 2 minutes. What did Madhumangala do? What the gopis showed Madhumangala. And then his mouth became full of saliva. Then they fed him some sweets. And I don't have any mantra really. Then he became afraid that they will steal the flute. He had hidden the flute inside his cloth. And then he was holding that bansi under his cloth with one hand. And we can't see the flute, the gopis said. We heard through our spies that Madhumangala has this flute. But we cannot see where he has hidden it. The gopis, they began to talk sweetly to Madhumangala. Do one thing. Will you perform ras? The Madhumangala said, yes, why not? I will perform ras. What do you need to perform ras? You have to wear gopi dress. You cannot perform gopi dress, ras without gopi dress. Where can we get this dress? Madhumangala said. You can wear the dress that our gopis have. I have never worn gopi dress. I have never been in ras. What is this ras? I will see. He wore the gopi's dress. Then wearing that dress, they stole the flute in this way.
गोपियां करने मधुमंगला भी रास करते बोले बिना
No.
बंसी से कोई रास होता है?
How can we perform rest without this flute?
रास कैसे करेंगे? मधुमंगल देखा तो उसके पास बंसी है ही नहीं।
Then he saw that he didn't have the
अब क्या
flute.
करें?
What to do?
मधुमंगल अभी विचार करने लगे क्या
And Madhumangala is thinking what to do. How will he explain to Krishna?
ये बंसी कहाँ चला गया?
Where is this flute
कहीं
gone?
नहीं। तब उस समय मधुमंगल करने हाथ कृष्ण के पास जाके मैं क्या बताऊं?
What will I say to Krishna? Madhumangala is thinking.
ये बंसी कहाँ चला? बंसी तो वो गोपियां चोरी कर लिया ना।
Yeah, the gopis, they stole the flute.
तब उस समय कृष्ण के कान फिर कृष्ण के पास गए।
Then he went to Krishna, Madhumangal,
कहने लगे
and said,
मित्र
"Oh my dear friend,
देखो मेरा मंत्र जो है
this,
अभी पूरा सिद्धि नहीं।
this mantra that I have is not completely perfected.
मंत्र सिद्धि पूरा नहीं होने के नाते मेरा मंत्र ठीक काम नहीं किया।
Yeah, my mantra did not work properly. I don't know what happened.
कहाँ बैठे थे तुम?
Where were you?
पास में बैठा था।
I was sitting with the gopis, Madhumangala and the gopis, they fed me some sweets
और इसके बाद मेरे साथ बोले तुम रास करो।
and then said, perform ras with us.
रास क्या है?
Then he asked what was ras. Then they changed my clothes, and at that time they stole the flute.
कृष्ण बोले अभी क्या किया जाए?
Now what to do? Krishna is thinking how to get the bansi back.
तब कृष्ण एक विचार करने।
Then he thought,
मधुमंगल और सुबल आदि सब एक साथ में विचार
Madhumangal and Subal, they sat together and think how to get the bansi back.
अभी करने लगे देखो एक काम करते हैं।
And do one thing.
सुबह जाकर के राधा
In the morning,
करने लगे देखो हमारे कृष्ण जो है
Srimati
ये राजा बन गया।
the gopis are saying, this Krishna vows has become king.
ललिता देवी तुम राजा कैसे बन जाएगे?
How will become king?
बोले नहीं राजा नहीं बन सकता तुम्हारे।
Krishna cannot become king.
रानी जो है कौन है?
Braj's queen is Radharani, Srimati Radhika.
राधा जी है ब्रज की रानी है। अच्छा तो अभी क्या करें?
Now what to do?
तो उस समय
Then at that time they decided to do one thing.
देखो कृष्ण के पक्ष कहने लगे
Those inside of Krishna
कौन बना?
said that Krishna is the king of Braj.
कहने लगी
The sakhis, they said,
जो है महारानी कौन बनी?
Maharani of Braj is Srimati Radhika.
तो उस समय
Then,
एक
at that
हॉल
time,
बनाया। बोले
they made an assembly.
ये श्रीमती राधिका महारानी बनी
With Srimati Radhika as the queen
प्रधानमंत्री बनी
and Lalita as the prime minister.
ऐसे करके सारे सखियां जो
And
मंत्री के पद ले रहे
all the sakhis, they took the posts of different ministers. And Krishna, they said to Krishna, you don't have anybody representing you on your side. Then we'll give you one position.
कोतवाली के पद कोतवाली यानी थानेदार
Thanedar usko English में? Constable, thank
थानेदार
you.
पद दे दिया।
Like a police officer.
सखा लोग विचार करने लगे देखो ये सारे सखियां क्या की सब ऊंचे पद ले लिया।
They all took the high post, the ministers, and they gave us such a low post.
नीचे के पद दे दिए। इसलिए काम किया जाए
Now we do one
इनके
thing.
मंत्री सभा को फेल कर दिया तोड़ दिया जाए।
Then we have to break this
तो
assembly,
मंत्री सभा के तोड़ने के लिए एक काम
this
किया
parliament.
जाए। एक चोरी के ये लगा दिया जाए।
we make an accusation of theft.
तो आकर के इन्होंने कहा, कृष्ण ने कहा, देखो
Krishna's party, they said,
हमारी
in this assembly, we have lost one thing.
राधा जी के पास शिकायत दी।
Then there's suspicion on Srimati
राधा
Radhika,
जी ललिता जी को बोले, अच्छा
and told Lalita,
इसके मीमांसा आदि करो।
now we have to make a solution to this.
अच्छा बताओ, तुम्हारी बंसी चोरी हो गया ना? हाँ।
Your flute has been stolen.
किसके ऊपर तुम्हारा संदेह है बताओ?
Now they're asking Krishna, who do you suspect?
आज तो सुबल ने कहा, सीताम ने सुबल ने कहा,
Subal said,
ललिता जी के ऊपर हमारी संदेह है।
we have this suspicion on Lalita.
तुम्हारी बंसी कैसे चोरी कर?
How can I have stolen your flute? Lalita said.
तब उस समय
then
वो बंसी जो है ललिता देवी है,
that flute,
वो क्या बोले, जुड़ा में जो है, जुड़ा बोलते हैं,
braid,
उसमें रख दिया था।
किसी का जोड़ा में,
ललिता देवी के जुड़ा में
she put Lalita put the flute in the braid of Srimati Radhika.
और जब ललिता देवी सिर के जब नीचा कर रहे, राधा जी के प्रणाम कर बोले, हे राजन,
Lalita prayed off obeisances to Srimati Radhika. She had not stolen the flute. And then when she went to touch, so Radha ji Krishna Radha ji ke charan sparsh karne. Now you have to make a promise, a vow, that that Lalita, Radha ji, Krishna, he made a promise. Then he had to speak in front of Srimati Radhika that his flute had actually been stolen. So this flute, when Krishna was playing obeisances to Srimati Radhika, the flute fell from Srimati Radhika's braid. So now where does this flute come from? Some sakhi had put the flute in Srimati Radhika's braid. And then the flute was given back to Krishna, and then they met. In this way, there are so many different pastimes of the flute being stolen. There are many different types of pastimes like this of Radha and Krishna. These pastimes of Radha and Krishna are very secret and deep. Then you can only understand them through the moods of the sakhis. There's not pastimes of just one day. Where we go, Ratna Singhasan, the jeweled throne where Srimati Radhika and Krishna sit. Gwalpur, on the banks of Giriraj Govardhan, on the border, on the base of Giriraj Govardhan. So these pastimes are very secret and very deep.
सब एक सखी गणे तथा अधिकार सखी लीला करे तथा सखी लीला राधा कृष्ण की लीला जो है
These Radha Krishna's pastimes are very deep and secret.
इसलिए इसी लीला को स्मरण
And just to try to remember these pastimes.
कहते हैं गिरिराज गोवर्धन में निवास करना
By residing around near Govardhan, this is a very fortunate position. Those who are very fortunate, those who are very fortunate, they can stay on the surroundings of Giriraj Govardhan. It is not possible, dasyo vatsalya bhav, to understand these very deep philosophical. Oh, Pranam. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Did you have that cake, Indumati? Did you bring the cake? Adrak bhi hai.
कल जयपुर जाने के लिए कौन कौन अरेंज कौन कर रहा है?
Who's making arrangements for the Jaipur trip?
कार के लिए, टैक्सी के लिए। एक कार में कितने जाए?